Well, good morning, everyone. Bianca is coming right now, so we'll just be a second. And we are also going to check on our video thing here because when she sits, it changes everything. So, two people compared to one. Here she comes. Here she comes. She's climbing in. Yeah, it's getting better. There we go. Okay, welcome everybody. Before we get on to the topic or anything, I have something to discuss. Kind of has two purposes. One might have to do with how it come off or something like that, I guess. Another one is I think there may be people out there that have a friend, family member, close friend, something like that, that you might be able to help them in the beginning stage or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And I didn't know how to talk about this. I was thinking about it, and yeah. So 2 days ago, my younger brother passed away, and from fentanyl overdose. And I spent all the day yesterday just thinking about like everything, obviously. And I didn't really know my brother very much. I grew up on a farm with no electricity and running water with him. And, him being 3.5 years younger than me, that means, I had about, I guess, 8 years when I was a child with him, something like that. And then I kind of maybe knew him. I couldn't figure it out, but I might have met up with him or met him 5 times in my 20s. And, and then maybe another 5 times the rest of my life. We were just there, not last Christmas, the Christmas before, visiting my mother, and we saw my brother there. So you met my brother one time.
Yes, yeah, I'm.
And my brother was such a brilliant child. I didn't know him like during his teenage years and all that, and when he went to university, but the um, the the hard part for him was he was very smart and everything, but then when he went to university, he found the party scene, girls, the drugs, the alcohol, and he just went crazy and had so much fun, and but not everybody can handle it, right? And that's where it all began. I wasn't there for that, like I said. I saw very little in my 20s, those few times that I did know him and meet him. Um, I'd heard from other family members, but we, that he had a problem. But then throughout the years, my mother has tried so many times to help him, but it just continued to get worse, where you couldn't even have a medicine bottle in your house type thing. It would be gone, and he would take it all, no matter what it is, and then there'd be, consequences to that. So yeah, it's hard to believe. I feel more I worry about my mother a lot more because she was extremely close with him, and yeah. So yeah, drug overdoses are not rare. Last time I was looking, something like 10, 20,000. Some now
And
even the numbers are gone from my brain every year are dying.
he was
One every 10
literally
minutes.
prescribed it for back pain. Like they prescribe that stuff,
Yeah,
fentanyl,
yeah,
everything, even though it's so dangerous.
yeah. I don't know what he was taking was prescribed or not, but either way, it's yeah. So if you have a loved one, somebody, you see them going down the wrong path, if you leave it to go too long. Yeah. So here we are. It's interesting and difficult, and I don't know how to think, and I haven't probably let it really sink in just yet, the way I would imagine I would. So that's what it is. So yeah, but we have to keep going. We go on, right, for the rest of our family and everybody and their lives. And yeah, shout out to Jeremiah, my brother, who I am sure, and I really believe it, is in a better place now, where maybe he's not dealing with the struggle of addiction, and maybe at peace, and maybe living his best life. Who knows? So, yeah, there we are. Anyway, so I'm going to flip it now, and because it is important, everything about this. But, you can look online and you can see how many foreigners go to a foreign country.
Jesus, wow, that was so.
Oh yeah, I'm moving on. Sorry,
It's okay.
I'm gonna. Otherwise, it just gets too
you'll
emotional,
steer,
right?
you'll
So,
steer.
yeah, goes to a foreign country and goes broke, right? They don't follow a budget. They get here and they're thinking, wow, this is the most amazing, awesome place ever. And they lose track of what the actual currency is worth. And everything just seems cheap to them because they went and they cashed in their money and they got this wad, or big numbers maybe. And then they turn around and they're like, wow, I can buy everything. And one week after another, and next thing you know, they are absolutely broke. It happens a lot. It's very, very frequent here. And yeah, that just shows you the real importance that you have to stay on a budget. And we've been hyper vigilant on this. We've tried to always try to keep ourselves within a certain budget. We're not perfect, of course. And sometimes things just don't happen, right? It don't happen the way you exactly planned on them. Things just change, and now you're stuck with dealing with a bad situation. So let's take you back to the beginning, though. When we first moved to Iloilo City, or even before that, when we were looking for places in Iloilo City, we actually, had a good idea of what our budget we wanted to be. We were trying to find something for 20,000 pesos a month rent, just like we were paying on Boracay. But we came here and we saw this place and we fell in love. They wanted 35,000. Everything else that we were shown was dismal, to say the least, comparative to the price, right? So you look at the price and you look at what was offered, and I was like, there's no value here. And then we saw this, and it was just a whole night and day thing. And it was fully furnished. So we were like, okay, well, we wouldn't have to buy anything. We could just move in. This is going to be great for a year. Our only expense will be our electricity and our rent. But right away, when we saw the place and they said, yeah, everything is staying except for some boxes and some personal goods, they said, everything's included. And then when we got here, it wasn't. The whole upstairs was unfurnished. There was only basically a couch, the dining room table, and a couple chairs type thing. There wasn't a whole lot here. And so that should have been a red flag right away. Wait a minute. Already starting on the wrong foot. And when we said something, they said, well, you should just sue my agent because they lied to you. And I'm like, wait, not even taking personal responsibility for your own agent. It's my problem what your agent says. I see. So red flag. They wanted many months up front. Red flag. My goodness. Imagine if we paid all those months up front. Ooh.
I would have been pissed.
Oh my God. Yeah. We're already pissed.
Yeah.
So we moved in and we were running the water pump like never ending. We couldn't find any leak. We had friends to help. We had a plumber in here. We couldn't figure anything out. And then the electricity bill came for the first month at 13,890 pesos. So to give you an example, that's 353 Canadian dollars or 255 to an American. And that is a lot considering we weren't running a ton of air conditioning. We weren't running a whole lot of electricity as it is. But we were like, I guess that's the way it was. But when we showed it on our budget, oh my goodness, people right away said, that's insane. We live in your community. We have a large house. We run 3 air conditioners. We're 7,000 to 8,000 pesos a month. And we were like, okay. So we blamed our electricity problems on the pump that was running constantly. Our water was going somewhere. And a friend of ours sent somebody over who, you can't hear it because we use gravity. We pump the water up to a tank and it comes down. So when you're in the bathroom, you don't hear when water is leaking because it's so slow and quiet and there's no pressure. So we didn't hear anything, and they figured, hey, guess what? Every one of your toilets in the house, and we have 3 of them, were leaking. So the landlord Okay, says, okay, no problem, and asks the agent to come and replace all the valves. So just the simple valve. But unfortunately, they all failed within a week, and they've no longer work. We have to keep all of our. So this is months ago, right? And they've not come to replace them since. Plus, one of them we discovered has nothing to do with the valve. The bowl just leaks constantly, so something's else is wrong. And so to this day, we keep them off, or and we use a bucket to fill the back, and that's where we're at. So that was all a problem. But we got the water fixed, but the electrical bill came again. And even though it was lower, we had been gone to Manila for 10 days. And then we also had no air conditioning running because it was cooler out. And so it didn't make any sense. Well, yeah, the electricity bill is 7 or 8,000, but wait a minute, we have no electricity and we were gone 10 days? Like electricity for air conditioning, I mean?
It's still like very expensive.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it should be, according to our neighbors, running 3 air conditioners and being home all 30 days. So that didn't make any sense. So we had a subscriber here who owns PA Energy. He said, okay, I'm going to send out some electricians out there because the owners of the house did not want to step up and help in any way. And they came and they found out that there was a grounded line in the house. Not only that, the line had way, way too much on it. Our air conditioning, all our lights inside, the lights outside, the ones that are out on the posts, the ones that are out in the garage, everything, plus the bathroom, the water heater, like I said, the big split aircon, everything on one circuit, and it's grounded. So we said, okay, to the owners, this is what's wrong. We've already gone through all the stuff that you should have done. All you have to do is come and you're going to have to run a new line for that circuit and also split them up. You can't have this much on one circuit. Well, the owners came on rent day and they brought wire and they started running wires. We took them, we gave them the rent because we thought it was getting resolved, but no, all they did is run a ground wire to the panel and put a spike in the ground, which is fantastic because not many houses are grounded here, but that doesn't have anything to do with a grounded line. So that didn't help at all. And again, we had to finally, after a couple more weeks, just take things into our own hands because we weren't getting anything from the owners. And PA Energy came back and ran a separate line for us for air conditioning so we could still have air conditioning. So here we are paying 30,000 pesos a month. We don't have working toilets. We have no electricity for our lights outside, our living room, our main bathroom downstairs, no hot water heater. All of it, to this day, remains an issue. We also had termite issues. We discovered within 3 weeks, thanks to a friend, Angel, who was retired from being a exterminator. Right away, he's like, whoa, you guys got a huge problem here with termites. So we go through everything. He's like, oh, you guys have at least 10 million going on, and it's only getting worse. We finally did get the owners on another rent day to show up and with a paintbrush and some chemical, and they just painted around things, which was very temporary. And we explained that to them, and our friend was here to explain to them that this isn't going to get rid of the issues. But they've never done anything since, other than they did send an exterminating company to quote them how to properly get rid of the termites. But that was a month and a half ago, I think, approximately, maybe a month. And there's been nothing since then. The last time the rent was going to come and they were doing that electrical wire, they said they're going to send somebody back with the paintbrush. So nothing's come of it. So all of this means that we've had to spend money. We bought the water heater in the beginning. We spent some money on plumbers, stuff like that. We have the cost of buying all the different furnished items that we have in our rooms here. We've been buying things out of our own pocket that was not in our budget because we were coming into a fully furnished house. And that's just the house. When we're talking a budget buster, that's a pretty decent one.
The main one.
Right. But we also found out what true medical costs can really be here in the Philippines, and we didn't really have this budgeted for. And it can happen to anybody. So just to give you an idea, our emergency plan, we do have health insurance. So if we get an accident or something happens, all of a sudden we have a heart attack, anything, our emergency hospital care and all the outpatient care that comes from that emergency is all covered. And it's 19,000 pesos a year for that emergency plan, right? A total cost. So very reasonable price. But that doesn't include doctor's visits, lab tests, prescriptions. It also doesn't include any pre-existing conditions. So if you have something before you come here, unfortunately, it won't be covered. There are ways to get it covered if they find it's manageable, but generally they will decide after 1 year, and I don't know how much luck you're going to have. But it is possible, apparently, maybe in some cases. So doctor's visits, though, to give you an idea, depending on if it's a family doctor visit, just a quick, the 5-minute visit, or a specialist that you might see for half an hour or an hour during that visit, will be anywhere from 500 pesos on the low end, and then for like a whole hour, it might be 1,000 pesos. So that's $10 to $20. Not incredibly expensive, obviously. But the lab test the last time for some blood tests and an ECG, one of the two, was 4,500 pesos, so about 90 US dollars. And then the scary part was the doctors saying, oh, you really have high cholesterol, and oh, your blood pressure hasn't been properly maintained, so I see that there's a little bit of kidney disease showing up, so not, if we deal with it now, you won't have it in the future, sort of thing. Well, those kind of things, our combined medications are 5,500 pesos per person a month. So that's another thing that wasn't technically in our budget, right? So that's 202 US dollars every single month, or 280 Canadian for the Canadians. Yeah, added onto your budget. And I know, because we hear the peso price, and then we don't really make that correlation in our brain of,
I always forget
what does that add up?
5,000 is, wait, how much is 5,000?
Well, 260 Canadian approximately.
No, 5,000.
Yeah, that's what I said. 5,500 is, oh, sorry, this is combined. Yeah, you're right, half that price.
Yeah, it's
half that
100,
price.
right?
So in Canada, there'd be about $130. As an American, it's $100, basically. Because the Canadian dollar is not doing well. Just to give you an idea, you'll notice.
Yeah, what the heck, Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, America, only in
can't
the
say
world,
anything 'cause
American
we're not
dollar
there
is
right now.
so darn strong. So it's crazy.
How does the dollar get stronger?
Yeah.
How does it get stronger?
Yeah, the more you print, the more it's worth.
I think that's the opposite. But wait.
Yeah, it is supposed to be the opposite, but it's the rest of the world is also printing. So everybody says, well, since everybody's doing it, I'd rather invest all my money into the United States. So that's what they do. They dump it all into the U.S. dollar. So,
that's fair.
and that's,
everything, yeah.
That's why
you can't pay with the Canadian dollar anywhere, but you can pay with the U.S. dollar everywhere.
Yeah,
Mexico, Philippines, they'll take it.
Yeah, they will.
At a
I
price,
remember in Cambodia.
Yeah, they took U.S.
That's all they wanted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even have any leftover Cambodian money.
Khmer dollars or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Albania, they took euros actually.
Yeah.
They preferred euros.
So now it's getting hot out now. Now we actually have to run air conditioning on a regular basis, and so summer's coming. And so even though we've reduced our electrical bill finally, we'll just leave our lights off, the circuit off with all the lights and all that, we're still expecting it to rise, probably to 8,000 pesos a month. From we reduced it down to probably, based on my calculations, 5,500 to 6,000. Now with all this air conditioning running, we're expecting it to be a little higher. So that's in our thought process now and everything. But I want to put this in context. Before we moved here, we spent a year living in Albania. We had a 3-bedroom penthouse overlooking Greece. It was a beautiful place. Really huge balcony, massive balcony. And our budget there for every month was about 1,050 US dollars a month. It was a fantastic, good living for very little, with healthy foods, really good wines, and just everything. There was very little, there was no fast foods, there was no packaged foods, that kind of thing.
That sucks. You couldn't call Uber Eats at like 10 p.m. and get some Mackies.
True.
No, you couldn't do that.
But it was super healthy, the food that you could get.
It was like a forced health cleanse.
It was.
I still gained weight. I still gained weight from Albania.
Well, because the food was so good.
I know.
Plentiful.
They had too much food.
Yeah. So when we were moving here to the Philippines, we expected we could live here for $1,000 very well in the Philippines, right? But as we all know, inflation has come for all of us. It doesn't matter what country you're in, and I doubt we would be still at $1,050 a month if we stayed in Albania. Costs probably have risen there as well. On Boracay, before we lived here in Iloilo, our living expenses for that really nice house was $1,025 a month. And keep in mind, our electrical there was on average 10,155 pesos a month, which at the time with the US dollar value, it was 200 USD a month. So we were paying quite high electrical on Boracay, but then we came here and paid 14 and went, oh, I guess it wasn't that high after all, but yeah, it shouldn't have been. So so keeping that in mind, we still maintained a budget of $1,025 a month, which is right on target, right? We were trying to stay for either just under, or $1,000 a month. But Iloilo, it's a big city and everything, and it has higher costs. And we have this big, beautiful house here. But for somebody coming to Iloilo, make sure you don't pay any more than 20,000 pesos a month for a house like this. We now know that that's what it should have been. It should not have been 30,000, which we pay now. So we should be sitting at 50% less than we really are, for sure. I think we could easily get that. Now that we see what other things are available and everything, it's just difficult, and you really gotta dig and ask a lot of people, and you will get it. And you will be able to get a house like this for 20,000 a month. Anyway, let's get to it though. Our last budget, which we have a video on, was 79,037 pesos a month, which was 1,455 USD. Again.
Wait, what?
Yeah. That was our last budget, but that was based on our crazy high.
5,000 is 100. I'm sorry. I was like, where do we go from 5,000 to 79,000? It's okay.
Oh, yes. No, that's total of everything. And so that was based on our crazy high electrical of around 255 USD or 353 Canadian. So we expected that to actually go down. Instead, our budget blew up. So it's, even though it's, sorry, you need something?
No, you're red. I'm just looking.
Oh, no, it's the
I can't
screen.
look at the comments. So I'm just looking.
Boom.
Over.
That's what we look like.
Oh. Never mind then.
Yeah, we're all good. I might be a little red. Who knows? And it's also right here. I wanted to see what it looked like because I wanted to make sure we're not red.
Yeah, you're good.
I might be slightly. Who knows?
It's okay.
Okay, so let's, before we bore anybody with that, I want to make sure we go through the topic. But we want to keep in mind that our cost of living in Canada was enormous, right? Paying 1,455 USD a month, though, you could technically find a way to live outside of the city or something like that in Canada. So it seems, to us, it's still too expensive. You don't come to the Philippines and think, oh yeah, I'm going to pay 1,500 USD a month to live. That's 2,000 Canadian.
Yeah, it depends where
it's
you're
too
going.
much.
Yeah.
It's too much. So we have been trying to tighten that up a lot. And so we have tightened it up a little bit already, but we got to find more. Right now, we're going to assume the electrical 8,000 pesos a month. And then some months, it'll go down, right? When we'll get it down to 6, without running air conditioning so often, that kind of thing. Our rent, of course, is going to remain at 30,000 until our lease is up. But after that, we don't expect to spend that kind of money anymore. Our internet is $1,800 a month. Now, we use internet for everything, and the high speed is amazing, and that is a really big plan. That's 300 megabytes up and down when we actually get it. So,
yeah,
I'm not complaining.
Okay. That's the one thing I'm so surprised about, that the internet they're not lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out Globe, you're doing great.
Because you would expect, because it says up to 300. Okay, so obviously you're not gonna get 300 like on the nose. Like you'll get 293.
Yeah, we're not complaining.
Yeah, like very, very close. But normally when it says up to, you're like, okay, so you're gonna give me 10 because that's technically up to 300. Like you're not lying. But they actually, it's like it's at least over 250.
Yeah.
It's always
been
in
great.
that
And the
range.
upload, that's the hard part. Usually you get 50% minimum on your upload of what you're downloading.
Blows my mind. That's why I'm just like, okay, you know what? You win this round. Can't complain about that because that is a win. A win is a win.
and it is a win. Like people say, why don't you get Starlink? And I'm like, oh, we beat Starlink right now, so.
We're cooler than Starlink.
And you don't have to pay.
We're
We're only paying 1,800 pesos a month, so we'll stay there. Cell phones, we spend 500 pesos a month each, so 1,000 pesos a month. That's it. We don't run out of data. Nothing. We always, when we run out of data, it's because we're out of 30 days. It's crazy.
That's true.
It's so cheap. So cheap compared to what we had in Canada. Our 19,000 peso insurance a year works out to 1,490 a month. Our expenses for prescriptions now is 11,000 a month. So, unfortunately,
Canada wins on that one.
Yeah. Well, not for me as a Canadian.
Me.
Yeah, for her. Anybody under the age of 25, it's free.
You get free.
Free drugs in Canada,
drugs.
right?
Give me the
When I was 25, they were not free.
Yeah, and if you have insurance, like there's like clauses. If you're under your parents' insurance, you'll have to pay.
Yeah.
So just say
Well,
you
the
don't
insurance
like
will
your
pay,
parents.
so
then
that's okay.
Just don't get insurance if you're young,
Yeah.
under 25.
So we're allowing for testing and our appointments, the doctor's appointments, that kind of thing, 2,000 pesos a month because you have to renew prescriptions or whatever. And then if you get testing every 6 months, you divide that by 12 and add it in. But transportation, like for us, it has been fantastic to have these buses. Our combined round trip
yeah.
average is 28 pesos.
Guys,
air conditioned, nice.
God tier. The buses here, they know what's up. The only thing that sucks, not for me, but for him, is when it's full. Okay, it's when they add the extra person to an already full bus, and you're just like, I'm a sardine. Like now I understand how they feel. I'm literally a sardine, and if I feel it, I know he's just like praying. He's just like his legs are closed. Like you cannot man spread.
Yeah,
on
but
a bus.
we will say that that's pretty rare. It's only during rush hours.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're on that bus and we have plenty of room.
Oh, yeah. Most of the time, especially when we're headed down, it's kind of like when people are leaving work or school.
Yeah.
When you catch those times, yeah, it's going to be a little uncomfortable. But like the city bus in Canada, at least, remember, like they would stand. Okay, I don't know. You have a car. But if you're on the city bus, you're like standing on a full day. Like people are going home. There's the seats. The seats are full. But then the whole aisleway is just full of people standing. And so if you're sitting and you want to get off, you're like zigzagging through you're like parting the seas trying to get off the bus. So at least like it's very similar. I forget where I was gonna go,
Yeah,
but it's good.
I never had to ride the bus in Canada. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I can't remember ever riding the bus
I'm
in
sorry,
Canada.
mister.
But no, hey, look, I'm
You
clearly not.
drove.
I don't mind, but you need a car to work in Canada, so that was my point. But so anyway, because we rarely use Grab now, but we do. We're still saying okay, 1,000 pesos a month for the transportation because at 28 pesos each way for round trip for both of us, or not round trip, but for both of us, is incredible. It really brings down our average cost.
It's nice, yeah. If you're in Iloilo, definitely like try the bus.
Try the bus.
Try it.
And
If
they
you're
keep
like,
adding more.
to,
So
yeah.
there's hundreds now.
And the cool thing is, what I love is that they don't have they have official stops, but I don't know where they are. So if you just flag them down, they'll stop for
They
you.
stop, just like a taxi.
And you
they'll
can
even drop
tell
you
them,
off
yeah,
anywhere.
You can. This is the best thing because even though we've lived here for a while, we don't know where everything is. Okay, so we rely a lot on Google Maps, and so we're like, we have to go to this store. It's it's like as close as you can get to this place or store or mall, and they're like, no problem, chief, and they already know the price. It's like they memorize the map, and they're so good at it too.
Yeah. No, it's true. Let's see, where did we leave off here? So food. Well, we continue to not buy very much food in our house.
Except at night.
No, I'm talking about groceries.
Oh, okay.
You're jumping ahead here. So right now, maybe 2,000 pesos a week, so 8,000 a month, where we actually buy things that goes into the home, and that's actually going to include like cleaner, everything. Like we barely buy any food.
Yeah, that's
in our
mainly
house.
coffee.
Yeah.
We're not kidding. That's mainly coffee. That's
Well-
our coffee budget.
We don't pay that much for coffee, but
We
yeah.
basically do. We almost do.
She doesn't even know what the price
What
is.
do you mean?
Like
What is
150
it?
pesos for a pack of coffee.
On Lazada? Is that those
No, I'm
fancy
not thinking about
ones?
those. Oh, fancy ones we had was special, but they lasted 2 months, so
We
yeah.
drink a lot of coffee.
We drink a lot of coffee. But we eat out way more often, obviously. We do Grab. But actually not as much as people think. People see our videos and they're like, oh, all you guys do is eat at restaurants. We go plenty of days. We're like, well, yesterday you said, did you eat anything today? And I was like, No. And it was bedtime. Or the day before. I can't remember. And so then
Yeah, yesterday
last
we had
night.
comfort food.
Yeah, well, we had, yes, we had comfort food.
But the day before, yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, we had brekkie. We had some breakfast at somebody else's house.
Oh, yeah. So it didn't
And
cost
that's
us
it.
anything. Yeah, exactly.
So see, that's what, every time we go out, we eat.
Yeah, so we actually don't eat as much as people think. And so they're always like, why are you guys not so fat? And it's like, well.
Because we don't have a good eating schedule. That's
No.
why.
But we still eat out, and we do order grab often enough that we are at 3 times a week at 800 pesos average per order.
We
Sometimes
good.
it's less, sometimes it's more, right?
We good.
So that's 2,400 pesos a week, which is 9,600 a month.
Bro, okay, Chowking, they can take my entire wallet. I don't have a wallet, but they are so good. They know. Okay, it's so bad for you. It like I feel like death after I eat it because it's so good. Like like comatose, but it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
The halo halo, the buchi,
Yep.
which is like the sesame balls that have a little like either peanut in the middle or a red bean in the thing. So good. So like they have.
You're a bougie
drugs.
addict.
They have drugs in their food, okay? Somebody should test that because I am addicted to that. Sorry. Oh my God, sorry.
It's all right.
Too soon. Okay.
Well, and by the way, we have the comments hidden for now, only because we'll go through the subject, and then we're going to go to Q&A. And that way, if somebody watches this after the fact, they will they'll be able to watch it with it, and then see if they want to stay for the Q&A part where we go through the comments and everything. They can, and it makes it an easier thing for people to watch afterwards because it's not as fun when it's not live, I think. So anyway, so where we leave off is 9,600 a month for the fast food and the going out and that kind of thing, which is more than we allow for groceries, obviously, because we don't do very much of it. And then this is all before entertainment. Those are our living costs, right? So entertainment's kind of a thing because, well, we have a YouTube channel, and so we're always having to go out and do things in order to do that. And also, we have Photoshop, and we have Adobe Premiere Pro, we have Google Drive, we have all these little fees that eat away at you.
Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify's all that. We need to make them all Filipino accounts soon, I think, because the prices for those same things are significantly less in the Philippines. So if you go to Spotify and say you're a Filipino, it's going to be 50% of the price.
The only thing, we do have a bank. We can pay.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
can.
biggest thing. That's how they catch you, okay? Like, you can't just
Need a
use a
bank account.
VPN and be like, yeah, I'm in the Philippines. Meanwhile, you're in the US. No, you have to pay with, like, a Filipino
Bank account.
bank
yeah.
account, which we have now.
We have, yeah. So you just cancel and then you can. So we're going to work on that though. But so yeah, before the entertainment stuff, before those little things that eat up the money, we are already at 74,090 pesos, which is 1,884 Canadian or 1,365 USD. So we're not the 1,000 we were talking about. But we realize, like, our goal, yes, is the 1,000. But we also realize we're doing a YouTube channel. We got to go out and do stuff.
Yeah.
And so right now, our struggle is just to keep going, chipping away at how much money we spend to get that number down to at least just 1,200 USD, including everything we need. So we, eventually, when this lease is over, not pay this much for rent. Really find ways to bring the cost down. Maybe not eat so much grab.
You know what would be cool? I've seen so many people make like budget books and everything, and they just organize everything in life. I remember I was gonna do one it was like Google, not Drive, like Google Excel, whatever their version is. And so they have like a whole spreadsheet. So every week you go in, you like organize everything.
Yep.
I think that would be a little funky.
Yeah.
Maybe I could try that.
You should, because I keep this in my head most of the time, right?
But then it would be nice to have a visual representation.
Of course.
And then if it's on like Google, not Google Drive, but the Excel, then you could share. Anybody could any of us could open it at any time and be like, oh yeah, we did this trip.
It'll be all actuals.
Because like the actual dollar value.
Yeah, I save every receipt, everything.
Yeah, so you could always be like, okay, so all this, and then I could go in and color code it. I'm actually really good at making Excel things pretty. a weird talent I have.
Is anybody shocked by this?
Hey, did you know that they have like website making competitions and stuff, and like graphic design competitions? So they give you a whole like piece of internet paper, and then they make you like design a website and stuff.
Wow.
And they have competitions where you have 20 minutes to make a website for a soccer team, a female soccer team, and then so they'll like live stream it.
ChatGPT, give me 5 seconds.
No, but they watch you make it, so they
okay.
watch you like add and subtract and everything. But I'm pretty sure they have those for Excel as well, like making a very nice spreadsheet.
Right.
Which is such a weird thing, but it's actually like kind of funky how they have proper competitions, like full-on tournaments. Anyways, that was just a random thing I remembered.
There you go. So anyway, we're coming to the end of this part of the segment anyway, this was, mainly for people thinking of coming here or maybe to another foreign country. But definitely, if you're thinking of coming here, keep in mind, you can save $200 a month on rent, right? And you might be super healthy. You might be like, I don't need any medications, at least for the next 10 years, that sort of thing. Kind of thought the same thing when we came here. We didn't think we needed any either. But either way, let's just say that this is something. And you think, okay, so I can easily get that number under 1,000. But maybe you're also thinking of like, hey, I'm going to purchase a car or rent a car or a motorbike or something.
Get a girlfriend.
And forget girlfriends. That's way... budget. See, whatever our budget is, triple it. Okay? No, I'm just kidding. Maybe.
Okay.
Not
just
kidding.
Assume
I just spoke to a guy. He said he was here 6 weeks and he spent 350K pesos.
350K?
Yeah. So I was like, okay, girl. Must be girls.
Oh yeah. If it's one girl, then you could save a little. But if it's different girls, that's probably way more expensive.
Well, you never met a girl that was really extra and wants everything?
Well, yeah, but imagine that times 5. So
Wow.
5 girls who want.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
What girl doesn't want stuff? Depends on what you mean stuff, okay? Some people, okay, there's different levels of maintenance.
Different levels of stuff.
People think I'm low maintenance, which is hilarious. You guys are hilarious, okay? Just because I like thrift shopping.
You just got to say no a lot, okay? You got to say no a lot. Otherwise, Lazada would just have a line outside of just cars or bikes.
Did you know wish list maximum is 200 on Lazada? I've maxed it out multiple times. The only reason I could add new stuff to the wish list is because things get unavailable. And so it automatically filters it out. And I completely forget what's unavailable. But then I just keep adding stuff. Guys, I want a Totoro Tommy mat. Okay? It's in my wish list. That's the first thing I added.
A Lazada wish list.
It's like 99K pesos.
99,000 pesos? Oh my god.
It's a bed, like it's a tatami mat. It's basically a bed, and then Totoro's tummy is like a kangaroo pouch, and that's where you sleep. And so if you don't have like a mattress or anything, you sleep on him. It's cool.
All right, let's get to the comments because I know that there has been quite a few.
All right, yeah.
We're gonna get going on this, and thank you for sticking through that, though. We appreciate you guys. But let's say hello to everybody. Number one, and I see Pauline has joined us today. Thank you, Pauline.
Pauline.
Thank you very much. We
If
really
you're still here,
appreciate it.
thank you.
And we got some people all saying hello, and we appreciate that. How's the weather in Iloilo? Hot. It has been hot. No more rain.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
hot.
I love having the window open, and I can't now because I'm melting. Guys, I'm made out of wax. I'm literally melting.
So, shout out to Pauline. Been in a lot of our vlogs and everything else. And
Pauline, I miss you.
yeah, we always miss you. Always.
Next
And
time I go to Manila.
yes, definitely. And or you can come visit us here. By the way, remember we keep
That's
talking about that.
That's true.
You come down this way. So
I'll get you a Totoro Tatami mattress.
no, she won't. She will not. She will not. Yeah, we did not eat breakfast. Very normal for us, though.
Guys, yeah. We're people think we're healthy, but we're not.
Yeah.
Thank you for the condolence.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah, no, we obviously very, very much appreciate it. And like I said, I just hope maybe somebody close to you or something, they're just in the beginning stages and please, just try to do something. My
That's
mother
so-
tried, but it was too late, and
Should kick
everybody
the drug
tried.
problem to pass away from alcohol. That's the thing. People like alcohol is actually very,
Yes.
very bad. And usually it's
Yeah.
actually, I keep like seeing studies and stuff where like the amount of alcohol versus like the amount of like other drugs and stuff, alcohol is much more dangerous and messes up a lot more than certain other drugs. Okay, not a lot of them are still not the best, but
Yeah. So yeah, we get this a lot. Everybody's saying, "Hey, you guys should just move, just walk away," that kind of thing. And hard part for us is giving up equivalent of an entire month's budget, because we'll never get our last 2 months back. Because the lease here, we said no to a deposit, but they wanted many months up front, all that stuff, and we ended up negotiating first month, 11th month, and 12th month rent
yeah, I
up
think
front.
they wanted 120K
Yeah,
up
yeah,
front.
up front.
And we're
Yeah,
like, what? Who
yeah.
just
Can you imagine?
carries around the money?
Now I'm like, I wonder why. Maybe they knew about all the problems that this place already had.
That's a lot, though. 120. It's like,
Yeah. So luckily, we only have half that, but still, that's 60,000 pesos that we'll never see again. And so, yeah, we're trying to just say no. We're gonna tough this out, and
okay. And the house
Yeah.
in general isn't
Yeah, we love the
bad,
house.
guys.
We love the
We
house.
do like the house. Like, although we complain,
minus the problems.
obviously, like, I don't like termites. Okay, sorry. I can just, you know?
Eating away at everything. Yeah.
But the house itself is lovely, okay? I like how on the patio on the second floor, there's mosquito nets everywhere. So I can still be outside in the evening without having to be like outside and dying
Yeah.
from mosquitoes because they are brutal, guys. I wait. So when he's like unlocking, so when we come home and he's unlocking the back door, I will get mosquito bites just standing there for 2 minutes. Not even like 1 minute waiting for him to unlock the door. That's how bad it is.
Oh.
And so, it didn't show.
I
me
don't
the
know why this didn't
notification.
come up earlier, by the way.
Michael,
Thank you, Michael
Thank
Onestad. So there you go. That is our insurance rep right there.
Yeah.
He's a Canadian, now living in the Philippines. He was an insurance broker in Canada as well. So for health insurance and stuff like that, same name. Look him up on Facebook. Send him a message.
That's where we only pay the 19K.
That's their 19K. That's right. So if we have the heart attack or something, boom, we're covered.
Definitely gonna have
And what? No, let's not have a heart attack. Okay. So yeah. So thank you very much, Michael. I'm not sure why that didn't pop up. I have alert bucks on. I can see it right here. I'll reset it if that helps. But I also noticed nothing shows up here in the mini feed. So not sure why. Should we make
That's
sure
fine.
we're live, right?
Yeah,
New
it says
things are
end
popping
stream.
up.
Well, people were talking, so.
Okay,
why
good,
would
good.
we-
Just want to make sure it's
Oh.
still.
We'll scroll down to the bottom just to see if people continue talking.
We're good.
Okay.
Okay, good. I just wanted to double check. So anyway, yeah, there we go. And
Scroll
once
all the way
again,
up.
thank you very much for all the condolences, of course. Yeah, you can imagine. We don't want to talk too much more in depth on that. It's, yeah. That guy won $2 billion lotto, bought 2 houses. Was that 2 billion pesos? You said dollars. I didn't know. If it's America, I know you get like 300 million if you win 2 billion.
Yeah, they cut
But-
it real bad.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. We are here for good. We're trying to, eventually get her dual citizenship. We've been saying it a year. I know.
Guys,
Yeah.
okay, my mom, she's slow to the take, okay? She hasn't mailed us the letter yet, so we're waiting on that. But we are
Well, that's not just
getting
mailing it to us. She has to send it to the
Oh,
consulate
yeah.
first.
No,
and
she said she's gonna make an appointment.
Oh,
to
she's
the
just gonna go
consulate.
there.
She's gonna
That's
go. Yeah,
good.
which is better because anything
Yeah.
that gets mailed takes there's go into the pile of other things that we'll have to deal with. But if you go in person, then they're like, okay, goodness, sign it and go. So that should be better. Not sign it, stamp it.
Yeah,
Stamp it and go.
yeah, postal stamp. Yeah.
So yeah, we gotta wait for that. That way, once it gets here, because I will throw a riot. I won't, okay? But I'll be so upset if we get it and then we go and they're like, this is not what we want.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
I will just start crying
Yeah.
in the office.
We've been waiting far too long. far too long. We want to get this done and resolved so that we're not in a position where our options are so limited, right? We would love to start a business. We would love to.
Because and we still have to wait after I apply. We still have to wait, so there's gonna be a lot of waiting post.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Submission.
Yeah, up to 9 months depending.
So we're waiting now, and it's like, oh no, we could be waiting after.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much for joining our channel. We appreciate new people joining our channel. That's really awesome, and hopefully you will enjoy all of our content.
Welcome.
Look at that.
To the
You've
family.
been adopted.
You got adopted by Mike and Bia.
That's fantastic. And very true. Very
I'll
true.
Be the wicked
Hello,
stepmother.
Greg. Hello. Oh, look at this. Gamaris, our home barrow. Good morning to you too.
Damaris is so nice.
Yeah, we're going back again on Tuesday. We have a party we're going to on Monday, which should be fantastic, and then on Tuesday, like a house party that we're invited to, and then Tuesday we are heading to the island to go see a new resort that has not yet opened, but is going to be open soon as a road gets finished. But the resort is ready apparently, so we're going to check it out. It should be a lot of fun.
That's if you guys really want so Boracay is obviously fully developed, basically. Like you can't go anywhere legally without it being developed. Hotel, all of it, right? But on Gamaris, it's a massive piece of land, and so.
Sorry, go on.
Massive piece of land. And a lot of it hasn't been developed yet. So there are nice resorts, and the one we're going to is brand new, finishing up, so I'm excited for that. But if you want a more nature, still with beaches, getaway, Gamaris is premium.
Yeah.
Especially some of the little Nagarao Island. You guys saw the video?
Yeah.
If you didn't,
make sure you check them out.
You already know. Okay. But yeah, it's beautiful. And it's not as touristy as Boracay. You won't get bombarded every 5 minutes about water activities and etc.
So we sorry if anybody heard that little did. When you're doing all this broadcasting and all this equipment and everything, if you put your phone very close to near the sound system, the computer, the monitor, everything, you get that little thing, and I'm sorry. I didn't see it, and so now I've moved my phone away from the...
That probably is what... Oh, do you want to see my phone?
Is your phone falling apart now, too? My phone fell apart this week, and...
You can see. And I accidentally messed it up last night. I don't know why, but I fumbled it or something, and it half of it came off, and I just smacked it back. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. But yeah, look at that. You can...
Wow. We can get that fixed before you get, they can seal it again properly too, so it'd be waterproof.
Yeah, it's technically not waterproof right now.
Or you can switch it out with that one.
No, it's fine. That's too much work.
Pauline knew right away. Look at that.
Wait, how does everybody know?
Right?
I didn't even know this.
Yes. It was right by the the soundboard, and sorry about that, guys. So yeah, the house, exactly. I just wanted to make sure that we don't miss anything big here. Well, we got that. True.
Albanian women are hot. Man,
they don't speak English, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're hot.
Yeah.
For some reason, all the men have the same beard. I don't know if there's only one barber. No, there isn't. There's multiple. But they all have the same beard. So.
Oh, yeah. I looked like an Albanian. Nobody, until they talked to me, they had no idea.
And they're all trimmed nicely. And yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he fit in. It's the only thing that would throw him off was his light colored hair.
Oh, yeah, the blonde.
They all dark. They all have hair like my color.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's just the one style that they're we're not going to switch it up.
Yeah. My girl has a 2-bedroom apartment right outside of, I think he means BGC, and pays $200 a month has a balcony and everything. Wow, I can't get even that in Pittsburgh. Yeah, but foreigner would never get that. The price would be much higher. If you're local, you speak the local language, you look local,
Everyone keeps.
people are going to give you a local price.
They'll keep. So when we're out with people, they'll be like, "Yeah, so this is where I rented for only like half the price that we pay right now." And then we are like, "Okay, well, if we were to go in, they'd be like, no, 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 no. They would triple charge you. I would have to go in for you if you wanted to get that same price."
Yeah.
What is the best Ilo barangay to rent a condo near the Esplanade?
To be honest, you have, if you want to be on the Esplanade, by the way, the Esplanade, we drove by some recently, and wow, it is expanding enormously. You know, up here, right, where the overpass is being built? Just down the road.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right?
You
Okay.
pointed that way.
Yeah, Vista Mall.
Yeah.
Vista's that
Yeah,
way.
but
Okay.
this road straight to the overpass?
Yeah, up to Vista Mall, you know, where
Yeah.
the okay.
I know where
So,
Vista Mall is.
that road that goes there, the Esplanade is almost already up to there. I didn't even know this. It's going to be for bike paths, and it's already,
Oh.
and it's all interlocked brick and everything. Anyway, we have a huge expansion already happening at the Esplanade, so that you'll be even in large residential area subdivisions with the homes and everything. The Esplanade will start there and go all the way in. How crazy cool is that? So stay tuned for that. We'll be showing it Mega World and Atria. So Atria has many in the Smallville area that are really walking distance. Once you go to Mega World, you're not really on the Esplanade. You got to walk to the Esplanade.
No, yeah. So I'm looking. Okay, I don't know the actual barangays, but like the division ones. So yeah, you would need to be in like either Molo. Right. Wait. Where's the Esplanade? Molo.
You're way off. Yeah, go to Smallville.
No, Molo's right here.
I know, but the Esplanade.
is right
Well,
here.
yeah. There's no apartments there though. No condos. So you want to be north of that, right? You want to be on the north side of the river.
Yeah, Smallville is a good one, but I
Yeah.
don't know what barangay that is, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's all owned by Atria because
Bolilao?
Mega World, all that stuff, that's owned by one company. SM owns another. There's a ton being built by SM, by the way, and that is actually SM. I forgot about that. So remember that big 2-lane plus a walking. That's all part of the Esplanade as well, going right up the highway.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the one that's going to continue, and it continues all the way up here.
Okay.
So technically, yeah, if you're in SM, you're a part of it too. So look at Great Dogs.
Thank you.
$20 phone fund. Thank you very much, Great Dogs. That's really awesome. Appreciate it.
appreciate it.
And look at that, we got a new member.
Oh, thank you,
Boom.
John. I
Welcome.
like the
Welcome,
dogs. I
John.
like all the dogs.
Yeah,
In the
anything to do with animals, you've won her heart. That's just how it works.
But if you want to be okay, so if you just want water though, a Revelo has a nice beach area.
Oh yeah.
They have a nice.
Yeah,
It's
Villa
black
Beach.
sand though.
Yeah,
I'm
Villa
sorry.
Beach.
But the sand feels exactly as white, like the white beach sand.
There's no condos or
It's
anything.
just black. No, yeah, they don't have condos. And
Yeah.
I think for the most part, like it's okay.
We really love that area, by the way.
Yeah, and it's starting to go under development and stuff, and a lot
Yeah.
of lots are for sale.
Oh, now's the
So,
time to buy too.
Yeah, if you're looking for beach land, and like even it's on the cusp of like Oton, they still have tons of land that's like for sale, and it hasn't been developed yet. They're just
Yeah.
like little farmhouses and stuff.
Yeah. But
So-
we've seen the city planning, and it's not just planning; it's happening. Those properties are going to go through the roof.
Yeah, it's gonna get expensive.
They
But you have to
decided
be careful.
not to worry about relocating every single informal settlement, which has been holding it up because legally they have to relocate all this stuff. So they said, wait a minute, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to go where the beach is now. We're going to build the Esplanade there. At the same time, we're raising the level so that when there's high tides or
Yeah, they're gonna
typhoons and all
have
that,
a wave break.
it's now much higher, right? And the beach will now be on the other side of that, and they don't have to relocate anybody. And now you got the Esplanade here, right where the beach is now, where the high tide comes in and washes it away anyway. That will be there. The beach will continue after that, and now they didn't have to move anybody. and all the restaurants can stay and the businesses that are there, everything. And eventually the property values will make people want to sell, and it'll help expand. Anyway, it's going to happen very quickly. So if you don't have land down there now, you might want to get to it.
True. I'm just thinking, like, it's so funny. Just, like, build in front.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a Filipino thing. It's like, I can't build here. I'll just build in front.
Yeah, we'll just put it in front. Yeah.
It's like in Tondo when the streets are very tight now. It's because they kept expanding, so they would add more, build forward, and then up, and then whatever surrounds them.
Yep. Why don't you get a secondhand car on installment? My issue would be the maintenance and cost of having a car, especially a used car.
And if it's an installment, you have to pay every month, right?
Yeah, that's right. And if we have a really rough month, that $200-300 might cost, might be a lot of money. Actually, what am I saying? Most of them are going to be, well, I guess on a used, maybe $200 a month or something you could get away with, $300 a month. But either way, yeah, I'm worried more about the expenses. If it was a foreigner that owned it before, that only visited here 3 months of the year, barely ever drove it, okay, I'd probably feel okay. But if it was anybody else, I have no idea. Like in Canada, you can go and get a thing. It shows how many accidents it had, everything by law. Actually, if you want to buy a used car, you have to get a used car report and give it to the people, or you have to go get one for yourself. I believe one has to be involved in the whole transaction. So you get to see the history, and every time they got something happened on the car, oil change or some new sticker or whatever, the mileage was recorded so that you knew if somebody dialed back the mileage on it to lie, you would actually be obvious. That's not a thing here, so I just don't feel like.
And I guess there's a thing. I don't know. I was watching another vlogger's video. I can't remember who, but they were talking about how some used cars will have tickets, like from the previous owner. They'll have tickets, and that you're unaware of when you buy the car, and then you'll have to pay them after.
Wow. Usually that goes off the license plate, though.
Somebody can explain that better, but I know.
Yeah.
I
guess if they had the VIN, then it could stay, but I'm not sure. Wait, I'm going to get this first. Welcome, Roy. Hello, Roy.
Abdon. Welcome.
Yeah, our friend Roy. That's awesome. Thank you, Roy, very much. Yeah, so this is just a little token of their friendship sort of thing.
Yeah, just salary.
Yeah, you get nothing from them. No.
But it's cool.
It's cool. Funky. Exactly, it's cool. No, and honestly, like I know people, we love subscribers. Obviously, that's a goal. We wanted to be able to say, hey, there's a flex, right? But subscribers have actually nothing to do with income whatsoever. You can make the same amount with 15,000 subscribers and 100,000 subscribers because of YouTube's algorithm sort of thing. They only care about views.
Watch time.
Watch time and views. So if you watch our video for 5 seconds, you're not helping.
Yeah.
You're actually hurting.
Watch it for at least 30 seconds. If you click on a video, watch it for at least 30 seconds.
At least,
please.
at very least.
You can mute it if you hate it that much.
Yeah.
Just 30
but
seconds.
The longer you watch it, the better it helps. Yeah.
So just pretend it's a trailer, the 30 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, well, they keep calling them jeepneys here, but you're right. They're air-conditioned. They're buses to me, but it's very true.
They're full-on buses, but they're like, oh, the modern jeepney. And I'm like, that is so cute. It is not a Jeep, but we'll go for it. Hello,
Sonia in Minnesota. We have a lot of fans in Minnesota, so shout out to all of you. You guys are awesome.
You guys have a hardcore Filipino community.
Yeah, definitely.
If you didn't.
Yeah, so we're just pushing through this lease, and then we are definitely going to be looking for other places.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did not put a deposit because we know the rule. It's extremely hard to get a deposit back. There'll be excuses everywhere. So no, we will definitely not. We did not put a deposit, but we had to negotiate something. They would not take anything else. So we said, okay, we'll prepay the first month. Obviously, when you're moving in, you pay first month, but we will. So instead of a deposit, we will pay the 11th month and 12th month. And so it's in the lease. The 11th month and 12th month, we do not have to pay rent. So in a few months from now, I think we have, 7 months left or something.
Yeah.
So we have 5 more months to pay. And then we have 2 months of not paying. So that's the plan. You guys need to eat more. Whatever, Pauline, whatever. Come visit and you can cook, okay? I remember eating rice and milk with sugar. It helps me stay full, along with kimchi back in the school days in the Philippines. I knew she did.
Kimchi hits, okay? He hates the smell of it,
Oh,
but man, it is the healthiest
so
thing in the
strong.
world. It is
It probably is.
good. It's just the fermented, whatever. You know, like Greek yogurt has the antibiotic, whatever. It has good stuff in you. I know it's healthy for your guts. It's like, what else? Like sauerkraut, I think is healthy. What, something. Who cares? I don't care. Kimchi is so good, man. Okay, hear me out. If you are hungry and you are lazy, just get kimchi. That will last you. It will last you a while as long as you properly like refrigerate it. It lasts, okay? It's supposed to ferment. It's supposed to do its thing. So you're good. And then just cook rice and kimchi together. Like, it's all you need. It's literally all you need. It's so good, okay? All I know is that if we end up not ever, like, if we can't afford groceries at one point, rice and kimchi. That's it. Sorry. I got so aggressive there. That's all. I could survive on that, okay? It's so good. It's so good.
Yes, there are. And we haven't done a good job of featuring all of that just yet.
Clubs are expensive.
Yeah, exactly. Going to clubs and bars and stuff like that are expensive. But so anyway, we have the Cave here, and we have what's the other one? Oh my goodness, that's the problem. We haven't been. So there are a few different nightclubs. So there's everything from you want DJs and dance party. They have places with live music. There's also places if you just want to go and eat dinner and have live music. There's a place like Cubics Park. We haven't been yet. Our friend, her son.
Yeah,
has
like a
barrel
Western,
something barrel.
The Western bar type.
Yeah, that we were invited to come check out. So yeah, and so they'll bring in a live band, that kind of thing. So Smallville has some live band places. Yes, exactly. So yes, definitely, and like all places, many more keep popping up because everything kind of vanished during pandemic and making its way back.
Sports bar that's just down the road. I'm pretty sure it's open now. Who owns that?
What?
Who owns that? That sports bar. The one with the motorcycle. It looked very American.
Yeah, it's the coffee.
No, it's a bar.
I know it's a bar, but they made it sound like it's going to be. I guess during the day they want to sell coffee, and that's how they're doing it.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I went in there and I talked to the people, and I just said, "Here's my card." When the owner opens, because we're like, "You're down the street from us. You're very nice." Somebody's spending big money building this place.
I saw the truck that was parked in front of it was like a truck, right? It was like a Ford truck. I don't know my trucks, but like it has the back and then it has the truck and then it had like monster wheels. And then I was like, okay, makes sense. That's the truck I would expect in front of that sports bar thing. Who owns it? Who owns it? I have not seen a single post.
We'll find out. Yeah. Yeah, we love house hunting also. And when we have a friend that's out house hunting or whatever, we're going to show you that too. Because honestly, I enjoy it too. Because I have been trying to learn. That was my biggest thing, is that you can make mistakes. We all do. It's what did you learn from them afterwards? And then you actually get value out of negative experiences, right? And so I've learned so much now that we've been here. We now know, like, when you are looking for a place, we know where to look. We know what the pitfalls are. And there's going to be many more. You never stop learning. Let's just say that. And but one day, when I can legally work here, I hope to have a buyer agency, not a real estate agency, not at all. It would just be the eyes and ears and the searching, going to agents, real estate agents, going to them and making contacts with every real estate agent in town, saying, "Listen, I'm representing a buyer who is looking for this. I'm not part of the real estate transaction. Because I don't need a real estate license. I'm not listing any homes. I'm not doing anything like that. I am just like a personal assistant, essentially. Like when it comes to real estate, exactly, who now knows all the pitfalls and all the things, but then also has made all the connections where those connections also would be like, this person always has 10 people looking for things. I don't want to scam them because they'll never use me again. See how that can actually add value. And so there would be a lot of value. Plus, who wants to come here and go look at 40 plots of land and go through all the titles and the deeds? And like,
it's tiring.
I'd rather have somebody else do it. And then they say, listen, whatever one I buy, I will personally pay you a set percentage outside of the transaction. So we have a business that provides that kind of service, I could easily do that, but only after I learn. And I'm not going to be able to learn until I get out there and get involved in more and more things. And so that's my plan is I'm going to work hard at learning all these things. And at the end of the day, I'm going to show it off on YouTube and you're all going to learn.
What? A whole entire internet sheet of paper. You guys know what I meant, though. You know what I meant. So was I wrong? Color coding and designing the Excel file while Michael does everything else. That is like our life, okay? He's like the one who's hammering stuff, but I'm just putting the paint on.
I'm glad you said it.
Do you feel that the owner of the house completely took advantage of you? I feel like they're kind of outside of it, like partially, but I don't think completely because it was the agent who was the one who was making promises and stuff. But nowadays, it's kind of like, and they're kind of just going with it.
Yeah, and believe nothing. And unfortunately, the fact that our lease says furnished, but I guess apparently it's not enough. You have to literally go in
list the furniture.
And list the furniture in the lease.
Because they can leave a patio table
and say it's furnished,
chairs
right?
And be like, that's furniture. It's furnished.
Exactly. So.
Which is big brain, but damn it.
Dave.
I love Iloilo. Shout out to Dave.
Dave. Joey Dave. No, shout out to friends.
Are you sure?
Yes. We're saying shout out to Dave.
Yeah, but he still calls himself David. So is it the same?
Yes.
Maybe there's multiple Daves.
And Aravello. Yeah. Great Dogs is saying 650,000 pesos is 6,500 USD. What's 650,000 pesos?
No, wait, 50,000 is $1,000.
Yeah, which is the US.
Yeah, US 1,000. So that would be 1,000, 2,000.
I'm still wondering
3,
what we're
4,
talking
5,
about. That's
5,
650,000.
6,000. 7,000. No? Am I dumb? No, okay, 600.
Well, you're doing it based on 50, right? Right now, it's like 56.
Yeah, I know the US dollar is better. I don't care, okay? It's easier to do math this way, okay? It's cheaper than $1,000 then. Who's talking to me right now? I'll check after. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. No.
Sure. Exactly.
Oh, 350,000 is 6,000. Yeah. See,
There
I
we
knew that
go,
was better. Because we were talking about he spent after 2 weeks.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. So yeah, he came down here and bam. Congratulations, Sonia. Stick with it.
That's
Do not
awesome.
give up.
That's
Do not
awesome.
give up. Stay with it. Yeah, my phone keeps going off. Yours is going off.
Apparently I'm popular today. I wish
Yeah.
I could find a sugar daddy.
Wait, who said that?
Sure, you scrolled up already.
Yeah, because
Now
we
you're going
weren't.
so far.
Well, it's because we were somewhere like there's cosplay. There's so
okay,
much
okay.
that I'm just trying to stay in that area. Here we are. Yeah, let's get a little faster. Okay.
Same.
Which one do you want me to click on?
Elena, it's I
Right
like
here?
to. Yeah, you don't have to click everyone though.
No. I just want to make sure if you're talking about it.
Yeah, you don't have to click everything. But I hate feeling bloated after a San Mig beer. See? True. But I don't want to get drunk. So it's like, can we have like a wine that is 5%? That's it. I don't want it to be bubbly. I don't want a cooler. I want like a wine. Okay? Like basically I want juice that's only 5%. So it's similar to beer. Is that a thing? It should be a thing. Could you imagine only like a 5% wine? That would be way better.
Yeah, as a YouTube channel, you are living like a tourist. If you're a travel YouTube channel, you're always traveling, you're always showing off things, you're always doing touristy things. So 100%, if you come here and just want a basic house and live with cooking your dinner every day, eat out very rarely like you would do at home in Canada, that kind of thing, or America or wherever you're from, 100%, you could squeeze that price down. You don't need really fast internet. You're not a YouTube vlogger. There's so many things that you could skimp way down, way down, and you could get your price down there. 100%. It's just, remember, our perspective is so much different. So you're right, though. I should be pointing that out. And I think living in a rural area, cheaper, of course.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Yeah, living in a subdivision, you are going to pay.
Like
Like just
in
the land prices here are
everything,
so much
yeah.
more, way more than if you left this area. Um, yeah, yeah. We don't want to live on the island. Unfortunately, we saw your offer a little earlier.
No, island living.
It's easier for us to do videos and stuff where we
Yeah.
stay near a city and just can go in and out really
we have
quick.
to take that boat every time.
Yeah,
It'll
and
get
if
like
there's a storm or
even
yeah.
Barakai's boat, you kind of get tired of it, even though it's like a 5-minute ferry. But Gamaris is like 10 minutes.
Yeah. So we got so many. I know a lot of people saying move, move, move. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, guys, we know. We know. Should make a cosplay account.
She actually has a YouTube channel. She has
Guys, yeah, I don't post anything on it.
you got
okay?
3 videos on there.
Yeah, but it's just it's not really
Well, it's
like
gaming,
anything
which is
yet.
kind of
Yeah,
in the
there's-
same genre.
Yeah, but I have been making cosplays, and my live stream later today is going to be me working on cosplays. Because I basically finished my Power from Chainsaw Man cosplay, but I'm working on like different wigs and stuff for other ones.
Thank you very much. We really enjoyed it, and we're actually going back for a birthday of Andy on Holy Weekend, and so we're actually hoping to do a lot of the Holy Weekend stuff that happens on the island as well. And
Apparently, people still get crucified,
yeah,
which we won't be able to show. By the
why
way,
are we?
Are
Maybe
you
not close
serious?
up, but from a
Yeah.
distance we might.
You'll probably have to blur the hands, at least.
I don't know. Do you have to? I'm gonna look into it.
It'll get demonetized for sure.
Yeah. Okay. She would know. I don't really know.
I'm 100% sure. Okay,
okay.
I can't even wear a bikini. I'm
Yeah.
100% sure.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll blur it though, just
If
so that
you're,
people
like-
get an idea
yeah.
of like the feeling of what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, at a distance, and we'll blur it. And then that way we could be like, and over there, this is the exact same thing. This is the exact thing that's happening. We
Yeah.
kind of walk you through it so you have a good feeling. Yes, 100% we will be at the Mango Festival. This girl's the Mango Queen, okay?
I want some mangoes.
Yeah, that bridge. So the bridge starts construction. They're out for tender right now. And the construction, it will be taking place 2025, and it's supposed to be complete by 2030. So you have not much
7
time,
years.
7 years, which might seem short, but not so much.
Short. That sounds short to you?
7
That
years?
sounds a lot like.
Or sorry, long. Might seem long,
Long,
but it's
yeah.
actually not.
Yeah, in
Not when
terms
you
of
think
real
about it.
estate,
Because what
no,
what
it's
happens
not.
is once people see the construction starting and pillars going in, which is not going to be the 2030, prices will start to skyrocket.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't wait until
By the
the
end,
bridge
yeah.
is almost done. Then I'm going to buy. Guess what?
No, it'll be everyone.
Too late.
Yeah. And there'll be that last like mad dash of people thinking that way, thinking they can get it cheap right before it finishes, and so it'll just push it like astronomically.
Yeah.
So if you can, you do it now.
Sorry, some of these messages get cut off because they're too big for our screen. But
Water.
yeah, you message us on Facebook. That's how you arrange to hang out. Definitely, we hang out with people all the time. We meet lots of people. So, why is John saying Gorilla Grew?
Might be, I don't know.
Was it for your lips?
What?
Kidding. Anyway, look at this. Texas Filipino. Good morning. Good morning. Yes.
Wait, you're in the hospital? Oh, yes.
His wife, yeah. Please tell me things are getting better. Please tell me the surgery went well.
Yeah.
Update us. Let us know.
If you guys don't know who Texas Filipino is,
Well,
he
you're
is
fantastic. Well, he's a fantastic YouTuber, but I was saying soon on our channel, once they get past this surgery, you will all meet them through our channel too. So we're going to introduce them to you. But in the meantime, yes, please go check out Texas Filipino's channel. The guy's house building, it's one of the best houses I've ever seen built. Oh, you want to tap that? You want to press that button?
push it. Oh, because it's like
press,
right in the middle of like where you push play.
You want to press that button right there? All right.
The foreigner tax is for real. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We did this one?
Yes.
Okay. I like to. Oh yeah. So bike riding in Iloilo. There's a million bike stores, by the way. Iloilo is famous
Road
for
bike.
riding
Oh,
bikes,
yeah.
bicycles. Yeah, we're talking about bike, right?
What's a road bike? Is that a normal bike or a motorcycle bike?
Oh, that's true. Anyway, they have them both.
Either way, yeah.
Either
most
way.
people. You're,
If you're a motorized bike person or you were a pedal bike, like when it comes to this, all of the Philippines, so far of all places we've been, Iloilo City, though, for people who like mountain bikes or biking, 10 speed, whatever, all those, biking, real biking, with your feet,
Not the fake biking.
pedal biking. I'm trying to, you know what I'm getting at. This is the city. They have so many places that you can ride for, tens of kilometers, like in the city, provided by the city. Very clean, everything very flat and smooth. Great place. What is the news about that fast train project? So right now they are going for tender, but the money is already approved. So they're up to 10 companies now.
What is
the
going
high-speed
for
train?
tender?
Well, I mean, so they had their 10 companies make proposals, and now they choose the fixed. Well, no, they have to narrow it down because this guy's like, well, I'll do this and I'll offer 25 years, that kind of thing, right? And then they go over here. So they come up with a flat one, and either they choose from the proposal. It happens. Requests for proposals sometimes happen, but generally when you're talking, well, I guess in this case they're providing the money too, so maybe they will. It might go right from proposal, but sometimes you go to tender. And then, so you go through all the proposals and you're like, okay, the city loves this proposal the best. A 50-year lease, you get to, where you get to charge. This is the requirements. And then you tell all 10 companies, now you all go based on that. And what's your offer? What's your best offer? Yeah, that kind of thing.
So it's Shark Tanking.
But I think they'll probably stick to proposal because, when you think about it, there's too many intricacies and everything else. So they have to choose one. And now that the money's been approved on the government side, it's going to have to happen pretty quick.
I would just wait until somebody was like, okay, I'll make a new pool in your house if you give me this. Wait, is that bribery? Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I would just...
Very, very likely.
I would not do that because I would be an amazing politician.
Yeah. Vancouver coming to do Maggette soon. We were planning to... we're going to see. We're going to see when we can get over there.
Okay, I'm waiting until they have that vlogger meetup, okay? It looks so cool, and I just want to go to the dive resort. The critter hunter. I want to go to his dive resort. Yeah. And I want to meet him because I've seen his videos where he's got like little like sea creatures, and they're like so cute. And they're probably dead. Like some of them are probably deadly, but I'm like, I'd risk it.
Yeah, we're going to get there. Relatively soon.
For a slug.
For sure. Hello from Canada. What bank in Canada do you use for transfer money? We use Scotiabank. We only use SWIFT to our BDO, which is $1.99, no matter the amount. So several thousands of dollars, $1,000, $20. It's $1.99. So it's great, and it's cheaper than every other option people have, but you have to wait about 3 business days before it'll actually show up in your Philippines bank account. Which you need a Philippines bank account, by the way, to do that. Otherwise, there's not a lot of cheap options with banks, but from Canada anyway. When it comes to GoPro, you can get probably the model before sometimes, and you might luck out if you go to Manila and get the most recent. If you're talking about drones, honestly, I think Amazon in the United States, Canada was probably cheapest, but Amazon now offers free shipping, I think, still to the Philippines. Yeah. So if you don't mind waiting 3 weeks or whatever, you can have anything you want out of on Amazon.
It's nice. It was good.
That's where we got our last drone. We got it on Amazon before they did the free shipping. So we got a few items, and it literally cost us $500 in shipping, and that was last May or June. We had to buy certain items
right before Amazon announced.
Right.
That. And we're like,
so we needed $1,500 worth of stuff, and we said, okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go for it. And
because our other
and then we saw the
was
shipping and
worse.
Yeah.
And then
it died on us too.
Yeah. So we got this one, and it's been really good. So any of our drone shots have been done with it. It's the small DJI Mini.
Exactly.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's worth the money.
But we don't spend that kind of money anymore. Like we said at the time, we said, okay, we're going to get the following things that will help our videos.
Yeah,
a one-time purchase thing. And so I'm like, now I look back and I'm like, oh, I can't believe we spent that. Yeah.
Money. Yeah, but at the
we've gotten use out of everything that we did get, and it's worked out. We bought a new car in October, $84,000 down payment, $15K per month. You had a big down payment, so that makes sense, and that's pretty nice. Because I know other people that pay $30K a month, but they probably put no down payment, and it depends on the car, obviously. We were offered recently a pretty decent deal for somebody who has a house here nearby here, and they were offering a car and all this, and they wanted 1,200 a month, which was our whole budget, right? Like, so that wouldn't work out.
1,200?
But it come with a car that
Yeah,
they
it's
pay
just
30,000
reciprocating.
pesos a month and everything. So we really did appreciate it, but we're just in a different position where we're trying to keep all our
Yeah.
costs under that 1,200. So, um, good night, and thank you for joining us.
Wait, what? You're going to bed?
I guess he's not at Gamaris.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm guessing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Better to ride the bus or get Grab. No worries about money. if you're
Honestly,
in
it's
an
really
accident.
quick
That's
and
true.
easy. It's been very, very convenient, and we actually don't think much of it. Unless we just need to go to the corner store and we're like, I don't feel like walking 4 kilometers round trip.
I like walking.
Yeah, we do love walking, but there are
Still want
times, right?
exercise, Yeah.
And so we're like in the middle of the day when the heat is out. We're not gonna walk.
Yeah.
Or if we just need to go to Vista Mall because we have to have money because something's coming for a delivery and we need to go to the bank machine.
Yeah.
And it's the middle of the day and it's hot and it's like, oh, taking a Grab all the way there, trying to get one back is impossible.
I feel like ATM bingo is probably the hardest thing.
Yeah, ATM bingo. That's what we call it. You go to 5 different machines and it has no money. So,
Or
yeah.
roulette. ATM
Yeah.
roulette.
ATM roulette. That's probably better. Yeah. So yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff involved in that for sure. Yeah, that's definitely something that we were thinking of as
Yeah, that's probably
lowering
what
the
we
rent
would
and
do.
then
And then-
reinvest it into a vehicle. But for now, again, vehicle is the last thing that we really worry about. Other than, like I said, we need to go to ATM or whatever. For the most part, you can get everywhere in about the same amount of time and maybe even less because the buses somehow do better in traffic. We're doing okay, you know. So
yeah, if we want to go to
and it's so
like
cheap.
Bacolod
Yeah.
with a car, like do a road trip, can't really do that. Since
Yeah, well, you got to go on the Ro and all this stuff. It's a 1 hour ferry if we don't take a car to Bacolod, and then just rent a car on the other side or something.
the
Get picked
speed
up,
cat,
that kind of
the
thing.
speed cat, the quickest one is an hour, I think. But then if you don't take it, it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just for the normal ferry.
Yeah,
And then I don't know about car rentals.
yeah, exactly. Oh, there's a lot of issues that can come with buying a used car here and stuff like that. And so registration issues, I've heard about that. Just getting parts and everything. Like, you just don't know.
I wish I could find a sugar.
Yeah, I was gonna say me too. Where's my sugar daddy, right? I'm just kidding. Question: how much is thumbs up? All those kind of things. Likes, thumbs up, comments. We do appreciate them on every video. All it does is it tells.
It helps
the com-
promote it.
Yeah, it helps the algorithm say, oh, people engage with these videos.
Yeah, if you engage, it pushes the video up,
Yeah.
which leads to more people seeing the video,
Is there-
therefore watching it, therefore more money.
Yeah. Eventually, it helps us.
Bingo
And so
bongo.
yeah, even like on our regular videos, if you don't mind, clicking like it really does help. And
Yeah.
but commenting also does. So you can just say,
Hi.
enjoyed the video.
Literally,
Hi.
yeah.
Anything.
You could just be
Every
like,
little
my favorite
thing
color
helps.
is blue.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
why.
if you took 1 second to do that, we'd really appreciate it for sure.
Wait, was blue the one? Did you guys know that back in like ancient Egypt, blue wasn't a thing? Like it was a thing, but the Egyptians and all the
there
people,
was no name.
it was
for
never,
it.
yeah, there was no name for the color blue, and so the water was just a different version of green. The sky, a lighter green, I guess. I don't know what I don't
Yeah.
know.
It was
what
part of the
in
green
world.
family. Yeah.
Which is ironic because you see the trees. Oh, they're in the desert. So, okay, fair enough. Fair enough on them. Wait, the Nile was lush. So, I don't know where they're, like, you look at the tree and then you look at the sky and you're like, those are different. Like,
Yeah.
but they were just, there's nothing. So, when you read, like, old passages of ancient Egypt things, colors are mentioned. A lot of times. I think, what is it? Red is very big, like, talked about a lot because blood, hello. But blue, not mentioned once because they just did not have it. So yeah, blue wasn't a thing.
Fun fact. Sonia, yeah, we absolutely loved our time. We're actually going to be going back there before she comes back to Minnesota and back to work as the head nurse there, because they have a 77 or 73, one of those hectare rice farm with over 50 employees. And we said, oh my God, let's see what it's like during a harvest or something like that, of what it's like to work on a rice farm.
Remember when we were doing like the motorbike? Anytime we drive, I guess during in the country, in the I guess province. It's not called country here, like country roads. Either way, you sometimes see them harvesting. So you see them like
Yep.
doing the thing. Sometimes you see them putting it into a machine. I have no idea what it
The
is,
thrasher and everything, yeah.
but I guess they're harvesting, and then you just see the piles that are of like
Yeah, and
leaves.
we're
And
going to be
stuff.
able to learn about it all.
I want to
so.
be one for a day.
gonna
I
be
love those videos where it's like, be a farmer for a day.
Yeah.
I know I would cry.
She's going to be a security guard for a day. Not just a security guard, but go through the training
Yeah, for a
on
day.
on the most hardcore day, by the way,
They
here
better
in the
give me a
Philippines.
T-shirt. It says Army or something, because I can't.
We're going to put you in a uniform.
Yeah, no, but I'm sure during the physical activity they have
Oh,
T-shirts.
maybe.
Because why would you want to sweat in your fancy uniform? You know what I mean? I would. I would
Carmel will
cry.
probably put you in
The
a
thing is, I
real
don't.
cute one.
I don't like because you know how uniforms they're very. I don't even know. They're not cotton, so they're not soft. They're very harsh. Like this, but kind of a little bit more. I don't know
Uniformy?
what this fabric is, but it's more hardcore. Hate that. I hate it so much, that feeling. So if I were to sweat in that, I would probably I wouldn't enjoy it. That's my one thing.
By the way, yes. So hello, Benjur. Thank you very much, Alan. Yeah, you should visit Iloilo for sure when you go to Negros Occidental in a month or
Is that one up or down? Occidental and Oriental. Can't remember which is which.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah, it's just a little boat ride away.
Hello from Richmond, BC. Thank you very much. Oh, Roy loves kimchi too. Oh, Faye, yeah. Faye and you would probably
From a
devour
legit
it all.
Korean woman. 2000. Yeah, honestly, that's true. Because what was it? When in Canada, we had a Korean friend, and she was the one who introduced me to kimchi. Okay, so she brought some, and it's like, this is a homemade. So good, and it's just so hard to get that.
Yeah.
But
By the way, the people that are names are like showing up as a different color and they have little stars and all that. Those are members. So if you join our membership, if you're on an Apple product, you won't see a member join beside the subscribe button. You just go to any browser, put in youtube.com/thatphilippineslife/join, and it will give you the same option as any other Android phone. And then after that, after you join, it will always show up on your Apple product, phones, laptops, whatever product. It will always be there. You just have to do it the one time when you're signing up. So anybody can join as a member, and we appreciate it very much. So hello, Ars. How are you? John saying live stream media following. First responder here in California. Get help from Chat with Gas with over $5 a gallon.
They're talking about those live streams where people listen to like the radios and then they go follow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can see the action. Used to watch those. I used to watch them on Periscope. I don't even know if that's still a thing. But so they would have their live stream on. They'd have the police radio on. So if they heard that there was like a fire or something, they would be like, okay, it's on this street. So they would go first, and they are normally there before even like the media is there.
Yeah.
And so they would just film it.
Wow.
It's very weird.
Aloha from Hawaii. Hello,
Ooh.
and congratulations. I'm sure you will absolutely love Leyte. We've only heard good things about it. So yeah, congratulations for your
Except for the storms.
early. Yeah. Wow. Be ready for storms. But
A lot of places.
so early congratulations for your
Yeah,
early
congrats,
retirement
that's
coming
awesome.
up. Elena saying, I hope you guys, especially the wedding next year. Oh, still
At a
need to show you
Princess
and Bianca.
Cafe. And you'll show me to the other Princess Cafe. Sorry, I can't read. I just
Yeah.
skipped to Princess Cafe.
That
I was
has a
like, so-
Baroque and Sanrio
Sanrio theme.
in Angeles. Oh.
We're going. What
There
is
you
the
go.
wedding? Okay, I got to pre-plan. I already have a dress for the Princess Cafe.
Wait, we're going to the wedding next year. Is this same? Are you using a different name? You might be using a different name. We're invited to a wedding next year in Angeles. We looked at it about 45,000 to 60,000 pesos for a real good motorcycle. Obviously, you can get a low end motorcycle
Yeah.
for like 30,000, 35.
Yeah, 30, 40, something like that.
Yeah. But
Like the
the average cost,
60 to
I'm going to
90
say
or, like,
50K. Let's say the average is 50K pesos, so $1,000 basically. Ooh, fancy.
Ooh, soon my mom is trying to sell it.
Wow,
I
wow,
wish
wow,
I had money.
wow.
I would love a mansion.
Yeah, relocation agent, that's a really fantastic. And somebody just be your eyes and ears and work on your behalf and make your life a lot
They're
easier.
reading my typo. Great. We want to make sure we don't miss a thing, Great Dogs, okay? So we will call out your typo.
They're reading my typo. We don't want to miss anything. That's right. That's right. Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate it
Thank
very
you.
much.
16 million views. That's crazy.
Yeah.
To think that, like, maybe not 16 million people, but people have looked at
Yeah,
us
exactly.
16 million
Total amount of
times.
views that were helped. So totally good. Yeah, Gorilla Glue for the phone. Oh yeah. You have crazy glue. What am I saying? But yeah, you don't want that. We'll do it properly. So no, a repair person then could. Oh, if they do it properly, they can also reopen it properly. So we don't want it anymore.
Is that what they just do?
Yeah, awesome. Yes, he's fantastic
take
vlogger, and we appreciate Great Dogs. Or not Great Dogs.
All you need is duct tape.
Texas Filipino.
Oh yes.
All right, let's keep going though. I know we're really behind, and this person, yeah, watches Texas Filipino daily. Yes, thank you very much.
Gets boat parts. Oh, Texas Filipino gets boat parts from Amazon for free with Prime.
Oh, nice. That's smart, actually. I've seen a lot of the.
Do you need
I've seen
Prime
a lot
for
of his
free
videos,
shipping?
but I didn't see that part. I saw where he got the boat. We've seen a lot of the videos, but yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, America's coming right back. All these bases opening up here in the Philippines again. There's 3 or 4 bases coming, so it'll be interesting. Yeah, we're still going through. We explained earlier that we're just waiting on a letter from her mother after she goes to the consulate in Toronto, and then after that we can finally get the paperwork in. Once we go to Manila, that is, and then get it in. But yeah, which estimated. So if you get rid of the YouTube side of things and everything, yeah, I'd say, and if you really could live cheap, right? Like you don't have any big interests or anything like that, and you just want to live basic and simple. You want air conditioning, but not a big giant house and all that. There's no reason why you couldn't do 700 US, I'd say, or maybe 8, because if you think about it, the rent is actually only $600 or $700. So yeah, you could cut that in half, or maybe even a little under half, saving from the $1,400. So maybe 900. We don't. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It depends where you live too. Iloilo is more money, right, than some provincial place way out,
That's true.
away from the cities. So,
Your cost went up, but your income has gone way up.
no.
I wish.
No. Our income is
I
about the
wish.
same as last May when we had 15,000 subscribers. I know it seems strange, but
Yes, that's why
the-
we were talking about how subscribers doesn't
don't
equal.
equal that. No. Like, not saying that we haven't had a couple months where it bumped up. Sure, that happens. Like obviously when we did the Tondo video and we were in the Manila, we had several hits in the same month. So that meant we had a better month, but we also spent $9,000 that month because we did so many cool things for 16 days in Manila.
Yeah,
It got
it
very
got
expensive. So we ended up actually losing, in the end on that month. But no, yeah, the revenue has not.
Now you're bubblegum.
Unfortunately, has not followed with the subscribers.
That's why I got to join this time since I'm on my PC. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic, Roy.
Thank you
Well, thank you,
again,
Roy.
Roy.
We appreciate you very much. And Mallory's here. Hello, Mallory. And
Hi,
oh,
Mallory.
there she goes.
Oh, thank you for the membership.
Yeah.
I know people who have 100K subscribers. Congrats. So proud.
And look at that. She's been part of the
Thank
crew for
you.
5 months
5 months,
now.
that's
See,
cool. I
it
was
even
just
says how
like-
long you've been a member. Really appreciate you, Mallory. Thank you very much. And there we
Back
go.
in the old days, not that I was there when a magnetic compass wasn't a thing yet, people orient themselves with where the sun goes up in the east. Oriental eventually refers to the east. I was wondering what it meant, because I'm like, what the frick does Occidental mean? And Oriental. I'm like, what? So that's cool. So it means eat. Wait, north
That's
east.
incredible. I didn't know that.
But isn't Bacolod technically north? And
What?
not
Yeah.
the north of us, but
Oh.
the island itself is north
North of what?
of, like, the island itself,
Okay,
Bacolod, and then
okay,
Dumaguete.
Okay. It's on the same island.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh, I see.
but
what
they're
you're saying.
saying east, but
Yeah, it's like
technically
northeast. Yeah,
it's north.
east. Because the island's kind of on an angle.
It's on the
So
side, yeah.
yeah.
But
So
then that would
it's
be because north, east, southwest. So wouldn't it be northwest? And then Dumagetti is
or northwest. Yeah. Northwest.
northeast,
Yeah.
southeast.
Yeah, that's right.
Because Cebu is
Yep.
northeast. Cebu
right.
is south.
No,
Wait, no,
No.
Cebu is east.
east. Yeah.
So that. So where did they get? Where is the east coming from?
Maybe in comparison to Cebu.
Maybe I should look. Because maybe I'm like. It
Yeah.
looks like a lima bean. No, it looks like not a lima bean. A chili bean. You know the beans that you have in Chile? It looks like one of those, like a jelly bean.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess if your intention is different than ours, then what you're saying could make sense. But Bianca is half Filipino. She was getting her citizenship here is the plan. And we are just showing our lives here in the Philippines. That is our purpose of being here. Spending thousands of dollars to fly to other countries just so we can get more vlog content. It wouldn't make. We would go one day when like a vacation, and we're going to go somewhere. But no, this is our life now. We're living that Philippines life. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, our plan was
So,
to move here. Not,
permanently.
Like, we eventually would like to travel as a vacation.
Right.
But it's not.
And then we'll show
something-
people.
Yeah, but it's not something that's like our main focus. Like, I don't need to go to other countries. But it would be cool.
Good to know, Renee. I try not.
technically is
The problem
east.
is the echo. So if I move my mic away, then both mics pick it up, and so I try to balance it out. Unfortunately, they're the same controls. We don't have I can't crank hers up and then drop me down. Our soundboard doesn't allow for that. So
That's the one thing I noticed with that soundboard. It feeds all the audio in. Can't do anything with it.
in is one channel. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So thank you, though.
It technically is
It's
east.
good to have a
okay?
reminder.
It's not a lima. It's like a flipped jelly bean. So, but Bacolod is technically northeast, south, northwest. But what was it? Oriental? It's technically kind of east. It's east facing. So fair enough. It's not straight. Please no machete for Bianca. I'd be perfectly fine with a machete.
Oh
Trust
my.
me.
Oh my. No kidding. No kidding. Thank you very much, Elsa Robert. We really appreciate it. And yes, geography is hard. Oh, you did that already? You
What?
zoomed all the way out?
For what?
Zoom way out on the map.
Oh shit. We're not even on the. Okay, wait. Let me. Sorry. I didn't mean to swear. No, now it looks even straighter when I zoom all the way out. And I'm literally. Okay, so the equator line, straight. It's straight in the middle. Straight in the middle. Okay? Okay, guys? It's straight in the middle. See that? Basically straight in the middle, okay? And then you zoom in. And now it looks north. Okay. Don't mind all the dust. Look at that. Don't mind how. Look, see? That's back. It looks like Italy flipped in reverse. Okay, so now it looks north. I'm just saying, guys. I don't know. It doesn't even tell me which one's Occidental and which one's Oriental.
Oh, thank you very
wait.
much.
Guys. Bacolod is in Occidental, so it's not even in the east. What does Occidental mean then? Because if you're telling me Dumaguete is in the east, it's down. It's straight down. Okay, guys? East. Oriented where the sun... I have no idea where the sun... Right, guys. I didn't go to college, okay?
I just want to say one thing to a couple that just happens to live in Santa Rosa. I'm sure it's not this person at all. Happy anniversary today, by the way.
Oh.
Congratulations. And
Hello. We've had to work this chat. Hello. Happy anniversary. East is oriented where the sun rises on Earth. I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. My mind from work last night can no longer understand B. Okay, But isn't the equator like middle, right? Where does the sun? Where does this? I'm so confused now. Okay, we're just gonna pretend like I understand what you guys are saying. Anyways, I've been learning about physics. Not nothing to do with the sun though, but I've been learning physics. Okay, so I've been learning about quarks. Occidental is west, north.
They're Latin terms for east and west. Oh.
So are we in the west? Are we west of Bacalot then? Because the North Pole is still above us.
We are west of Bacalot.
But how? Because the North Pole is above us. Why is it called the North Pole if it's in the west?
Well,
West Pole.
Yes, but magnetic north moves a lot.
I don't mean that, okay? But the North Pole is in the Arctic. The Arctic is above us.
Right.
So aren't we in the, like, how are we not up? Anyways, I've been learning about physics, so I've been learning about quarks and like the little things. So in case you guys didn't know,
okay.
In case you didn't know, an atom is not the smallest thing. There's things in the atom called the proton and the neutron, and not even that is the smallest. There's things inside those which are even smaller.
That's great.
They're called quarks, and they're like Pokemon types.
Yeah,
Anyway.
only her when she learns about physics.
And I don't know where the sun
She
rises.
starts relating it to Pokemon. So, but hey, I'm glad she's learning all about it, and it's one of those things where I felt alone, but now I'm not alone. I can talk about physics.
And did you know there's no equation for gravity in the smallest sense, okay?
Yeah.
So they have Einstein up here with general relativity, and he's got like it makes sense for big things, for bigger things like planets.
Holding planets in place.
But it doesn't make sense for these quarks and how like the particles, the smallest particles, how gravity affects them, because it has to affect them, but people don't know why.
Yeah, it leaks. Never mind that. Yeah, it holds planets in place, but a fridge magnet can defeat it.
I have no idea where we are. Okay, please.
Anyway.
Oh, we were just talking about being on a survival show, and because I was watching a video talking about how like 11 women and 11 guys go onto separate islands to survive, and I don't know where I was going with this, but I was just thinking like I would totally do it. As long as I'm in a place that doesn't have mosquitoes. So like European forests or whatever. The desert, unless they have mosquitoes, I don't know where they would come because mosquitoes like water. And I don't know where that's going to happen. But yeah, but all the pretty places are like jungles and stuff. Like imagine a Philippines island that's kind of abandoned. I'm surviving on that, on the beach. That would be lovely, but the mosquitoes there would absolutely destroy me, and I would get one mosquito bite and be like, I tap out. This is BS, okay? One night in? Heck no. How is peace not fun? Guys, I don't understand. I just don't understand how the North Pole is not in the north. I'll watch a video after, okay?
All right. So
I'll do a video. I'll watch a video after.
11:15, and this young lady, not blonde, by the way, who is actually very smart, is
Higgs boson.
Yes, she's all over the Higgs boson.
Field of whatever, the quantum field theory, which is delicious. Love that for them. But they still haven't made it work with gravity yet. They're still like, where does gravity fit into this? Yeah. So if anyone's bored, can you come up with like a thing that works quantum something? And general relativity, they're trying to put those together, but they haven't been able to yet. So if you want a Nobel Peace Prize, what are the prizes? You could just discover that, how they fit together.
So guys, in 45 minutes from now, this young lady will be live on Twitch. Twitch. Yes. If Pauline's still here, right? Pauline, could you just put the link in the description so you can join her on Twitch?
She's doing a thing
if you don't want to type, you can like if you don't want to chat, but you just want to listen, you don't even need a Twitch account. You just click the link and you watch it. It's free, by the way, and even Twitch accounts are free. It's not like you have to pay to type or anything anyway. So you can join her in 45 minutes from now for the live. Yes. So that's why we have to go here, because we got to do the whole move her setup and everything over to the other room.
Can you mute delete that one. He keeps saying the same message.
Well,
and
so
Paul
can
keeps
she. And I,
deleting it.
listen, you didn't have to, if you hadn't spammed it, we would have eventually, you've now shared it. It's the, yeah, she can do the same. She can just mute them and put them on timeout.
Yeah, just do that. 'Cause then we
Put
can't
user
see
on timeout.
anyone else.
There you go. So it's, yeah, if you don't spam, we would have probably brought
We
it
would
up.
have, yeah.
You just spammed it. Anyway, so it's not that we have anything against it, and we probably would have. It's just you can't do that.
You don't do that. That's annoying. When is Michael going to stop? I can't be stopped. I cannot be stopped, okay?
Happy
I'm
wife,
learning
happy life.
Physics now. If I end up solving the equation for gravity at the quantum level, that's it. You're done. I don't know. That would be cool.
Miracles do happen. I heard you eat a lot of garlic. The mosquitoes will leave you alone.
No, they just think I'm flavored.
Yeah.
Nothing works. Actually,
Yeah.
okay, no. What
They leave
works?
me alone.
What works?
High blood pressure. Oh, here you go. Yes.
Bear Grylls, The Island. There's a couple. There's a couple seasons, but the one I was watching. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
it. But,
You can talk to her in our other stream about that for sure.
but yeah, it was interesting, and I'm like, I would totally do that, and I would totally be a woman. I would totally do that.
Okay, so this is where she will be live. She does gaming on there, but it's not like you can't chat with her when she's not in the middle of a game and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll be working on cosplay.
Oh,
so-
today, good. So you can chat. Today will be
Yeah,
easy to do
that
chatting.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And she has really cool costumes and everything, and she does really good when it comes to like designing these
Fortnite
cosplays.
this week. Yeah, I'm gonna be. Well, I have to check my schedule.
Yeah.
But there, of course, I love Fortnite. I'm so bad at it, and which makes it even better.
Wow, thank you very much,
Thank you,
Mallory.
Mallory.
Thank you. We have a lot of fun in the streams and love new people. Exactly.
Exactly.
Honestly, I'm in a, like, we're in a cement house. I will be in another room. I'll be downstairs. And the laughing and screaming, and especially when she plays like scary games and stuff like that. Oh my God, the whole neighborhood stares at her house like somebody
I'm
is
so
brutalizing
glad. Okay,
her.
on Boracay, like our neighbors were really close, and the windows do not hold sound. So I know for a fact they were probably wondering what the heck. But at least here we have like 5 lots around us that are empty, like surrounding, like a circle of empty lots. So I can scream and nobody cares.
Yeah, hello from Arizona. Is life pretty much back to normal? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's all, anything that's going on is pretty much voluntary. Unless you go to a hospital, then it's mandatory with the mask. But everything
Yeah.
else is just voluntary.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of like back to normal.
Like once in a while, you'll get somebody be like, "Can I see your?"
Oh yeah, I forgot.
your-
When you want to ride a ferry and stuff like that.
Once in a while though, because half the time.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. One time you go there, nobody asks us for your proof of shots. Another time they
Yeah,
do.
that thing.
We went to the mall in
Festive.
what?
Was it festive?
No,
No,
it was the Grand Venice. So Grand Venice Canal,
They asked for it.
they required to come into their mall to show
And
you have
it-
all your shots.
But it hits us like randomly because we're just like not even ready for it because they're like, "Excuse me," and we're like,
Yeah.
"It's the camera." I always assume it's gonna be the camera, and they're like, "Can we see your vaccine thing?" And you're like,
Yeah.
"Huh?"
But it's become less often. But back in the day, you needed it to go
Always, yeah.
everywhere. Now, less and less often, but private companies make their own decisions.
Right.
We don't actually know. So, and if anybody else might be able to let you know, but unfortunately, we've never done any financing or anything like that. I believe it's an entirely different credit system here. So it's like your history of banking with your bank in the Philippines and has nothing to do with credit scores in the United States, Canada, anything
Yeah,
like that.
Once we do something like that, we'll let you know for sure.
Exactly. Okay, guys, so it's time that we go now so that she can get set up and have at least a 10, 20-minute breather or whatever between the streams.
Yes, please.
And yeah, so I want to thank you all for joining us. We really, really do appreciate you. We're so glad that you've joined us. So glad you all subscribed, because if you're in the chat, you would definitely have subscribed. And we do appreciate you guys very much. Don't forget, we put up videos all the time, so YouTube probably won't notify you that we're uploading. just check out our channel. We're always uploading. Like that's the easiest way to
around like
go about it.
7. What is it? What times do you upload? 7 a.m.
Yeah, it's either going to be at 7 a.m. or like 6:45 to 7 a.m. or 6:45 to 7 p.m. It's almost always exactly the
those
same.
times,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some days of the week it's better to do it at night than morning, but obviously a Saturday morning is better than a Monday morning, that kind of thing. So we switch them, but that's the only times. And we appreciate you guys very much. So thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us today. And take care, guys. Thank you.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.